Still lagging.
Hey,
Hey.
we're back.
What's up?
You guys, missed you so much, babies. I'm super excited to be back. Yeah, it's nice to be back. It definitely is. As people log in, we missed you so much. Like, we love that y'all tune in to watch us, and we missed you. And thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, look, I'm trying to extend the time so we can let people come in and talk to us a little bit. But that beginning intro, if you missed it, you gotta go back and watch it because that is fire. Like our new intro in the beginning, Angela. Jeez, please, that's blazing.
Thank you. I hope y'all enjoy the new branding. We've definitely stepped it up a notch this season to make things look a lot crisper, a lot, sexier, and definitely represents the vibe that we're trying to create for you guys.
You did your thing, Mama, with that intro. So again, if you didn't see the intro when we were tuning in, go back and watch us on YouTube and Facebook, and you can watch our videos. But we love when you listen to us. So hey, if you don't want to watch us, we're sexy as shit, by the way. So if you're listening to us, woo! The eye candy is something to be matched. You got all different types of chocolate up in this bitch. So with that said, we're gonna get started. So thank you again while you're tuning in. Welcome and thank you for joining us in Meeting in the Ladies Room, a bi-weekly podcast where you get to eavesdrop into a wide range of discussion that only happens in the what?
In the ladies' room.
Yes. So like I said earlier, please subscribe and follow us on Apple Music, Spotify, Facebook. Watch us live on YouTube and Facebook. Please put your comments in the box. We love to hear from you. Even if we don't pull it up on screen, just know we always go back and we read everything. So make sure you do that for us. So, ladies, we've been gone for a minute now. I feel like it's changed whole seasons, and we giving sexy today. Ew. Right. So, what y'all been doing? What y'all been up to? Like, y'all been hanging out? Like, Cam, what you been up to, girl?
I've been in a rat race. Like Bob Marley say, I have been working my ass off, teaching little nigglets. Oh, I'm sorry. Lord forgive me. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me, y'all. Well, where's our disclaimer? Did we say our disclaimer before
this show does not reflect any of the views of all its participants.
Okay. We like to stay employed.
Right. So, I mean, if I'd had gone, and celebrated a weekend with you guys, I probably wouldn't have been prepared for my 45-minute observation that I had Monday at 10 a.m. So I've been working my butt off, y'all. What y'all been doing?
Working, same as you.
Working.
No, y'all haven't. Y'all been taking pictures and posting them on Facebook at Howard Homecoming.
Well, I know for me personally, I was trying to enjoy being gainfully unemployed, which I know I can't sit still for too long. So I'm happy to be hitting the rat race again next week. Very excited about that.
Why are we
What
clapping
else
that
have I
she's
been
hitting the rat
doing?
race? No, I'm just joking.
Girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a peachy shake for getting a new job, mama.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Always
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then and my son, my oldest son, got his first apartment, y'all. He my 20-year-old is in Atlanta right now. He's taking a year off trying to figure out what he wants to do with his life. I said, if you're gonna try new things, like 20 is now the time to do it. School will always be there. So he unfortunately totaled his car. So he's down there like really understanding what it means to adult. So I'm super proud of him. I feel like, I hit a mom milestone, getting one kid out. So very happy about that.
Being a bomb mom. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jen, what you been up to, girl?
Nothing. Trying to relax. That's about it. Trying to relax. Caregiving, family, trying to relax. And also trying to get back to myself after homecoming. Had a good time.
No, y'all did.
Yes.
What y'all
we
do?
missed y'all though.
Yes.
What y'all do?
The time was had.
Before I say what we do, I'm gonna say I have been like you, Cam, actually teaching my butt off. I went back from teaching college to K-12. Shout out to all the K-12 teachers out there because Lord, these kids are losing their mind. I feel like right before the holidays, something happens to them, they start losing their mind.
It's COVID.
Right. And like just being on, like I don't know if people understand like being on every day from 7 a.m. And then I'm a cheerleading coach. Shout out to the cheerleaders. And football players because I love my athletes. They're amazing. So just being on all the time, I'm exhausted. Like I come home and it's just like poof, sleep. I can't do nothing. So I wish I had an exciting story to tell y'all, but homecoming was the exciting story. So let's see. I'll let my ladies, my two ladies weren't unfortunately not able to come with us to homecoming. So we're going to do a little homecoming recap. What y'all want to know, Ange and Cam? What y'all want to know? We can't just give it to you. You got to ask specific questions because, like, if we start talking and we may tell too much.
I feel like that's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to do right now. Yeah. That's what we're trying to do right now. Like, I want to know how many glasses Cassie has had yet before I start asking questions so I can
get the truth. So we can get the truth.
My little disclaimer, caveat, whatever you want to call it, is I am an introverted introvert. So all the people, all the introducing myself to people that I don't really know, all the small talk, all the, oh my gosh, I was so excited. That was my favorite part, meeting everyone from our Howard 9802 group. But oh my gosh, there was a time that on Saturday night, I think it was, when I actually almost had a meltdown, and I'm glad Janet didn't pick up on it. Shout out to my girl, Daryl Dorsey, because I had to retreat. I was like, I need to go back to the Airbnb. I got to go back. And they're like, well, we could just go. And I'm like, no, I needed to go back and just kind of decompose so I could pick myself back up again. So there were times where I was under the influence and an introvert. So I was meeting people. I may not necessarily remember all of my interactions. So that's the vulnerable side. The lit Cassie, oh my gosh. Between the bar crawl and my Harriet Tubman onesie.
That was not a Harriet Tubman onesie. She had on an Instagram model video twerking back in the day, 1990s, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, outfit on with Harriet Tubman, tight as you can think of tight. And y'all, for our viewers out there who can't see, Cassie is absolutely gorgeous. But the bitch's body is insane.
Y'all didn't take a picture of the cat suit? I didn't see no pictures of that cat suit.
I have a picture.
We got some pictures.
Oh, let's make sure to send that to Angela so Angela can put it on social media so folks can see what we're talking about.
Okay. Only in the HU Ladies Room platform can you see those pictures of Cassie in her Harriet Tubman bodysuit.
With dollar bills, y'all. It's not even Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman is on the $20 bill. Cassie's
so they need to hurry up and make the $20 bill. That was my advertisement.
Or we should make them charge $20 to view Cassie in her. No, I'm just joking.
I don't think they ain't worth all that. It's just a picture.
I think you said we need a fans page. We need a fans page. That's what you're saying. Look, so I think I honestly, Cassie, I didn't pick up on it. You were so much fun, and I got a lap dance from Cassie for my birthday. They
did. See? Under the influence.
They went up to the DJ booth and told them it was my birthday. They shouted me out, and then I got a lap dance from Cassie in her Harriet Tubman onesie, and it was the highlight of my whole existence. And because those of you who don't know me, I love attention, and I'm the total opposite of Cassie. I'm an extreme extrovert, and I like people, and I like talking to people. And so, this was me. This was my moment, and I feel like I walked around looking like a cupcake topping. And everybody was coming up to me thinking I had a Halloween costume. I will also put those pictures up on Instagram or Facebook, but you have to follow us on Instagram and meet in the ladies' room in order to see the pictures of me looking like a cupcake.
Look, so in case you need our handles, there you go.
What parties? All around. Parties did y'all go to? What were the best parties?
I shouldn't be shouting out people, but Tondo, I'm gonna send this to you for you. Your party, sir, that Saturday night. I felt like I was back. Y'all remember the Ritz? Y'all remember 2K9? Y'all remember
party? When I met him, and I don't remember when that was.
He came up and hugged us outside. So, I mean, you were under the influence.
Yeah, I still need to get one of those shirts for him. He made some bomb ass G shirts.
Oh, he shouted out G at the event. He actually got on the mic and we did a prayer for G and a moment of silence. It was really dope. So it felt like 1999, 98 all over again. Just like that whole vibe of just being in the mix and listening to hip hop and vibing and just, I
hate I missed it.
Yeah. I was
we would have had
a blast.
A great time.
Oh boy. Yeah. And then celebrities that I saw quite a few. I don't know if you follow any of the Love and hip hop branches, but a few of those girls were there. So it was definitely a vibe. And even outside, I stood outside for a lot of it to be under the influence.
Yeah, I couldn't find her at half the time. I was like, everybody's like, where'd she go? I don't know. We looked for her outside, and bitch, you wasn't outside at some point. So it was somewhere besides outside at one of them things.
So wait, so I heard that y'all partied harder than the youngins, and that's the one thing that I heard a lot where people were saying, well, why are y'all going to homecoming? Y'all not in college anymore. I don't think these younger people understand that homecoming is really for the grown folks. So talk about how we partied versus how the youngins partied.
Definitely different. I actually had a few college students that I've taught, shout out to St. Mary's students. They went to the homecoming and they're probably in their 20s. And they were saying that the parties were so boring. People were standing on the wall. And I was like, I left with sweat. My clothes smell like sweat because I danced so hard. And I had, I think it's just a different generation of them trying to be cute and look cute for Instagram and taking pictures and always on their phone. I don't think I saw anybody pulling out their phone unless they was trying to get a number or take a picture. So I think it's just even the tailgate. One of my students was saying that she ended up going over to, she called us the older crowd. She said that she had more fun with the older crowd because we were dancing and singing and laughing. And she was like, the younger crowd was just keeping up drama and there was some words exchanged. And she was like, I don't have time for it. Let me go over here. So Jen, what you got to say?
I mean, I feel like I did more of a socializing homecoming. I didn't really go out to party, and I'm good with that. The best part, I guess, for me was sharing homecoming with one of my cousins, who is like one of my besties. Shout out to Miss D.
Shout out to
And
D.
also because it was 20 years since I graduated, it's my 20th anniversary. The other part would be I had a chance to meet some of the members in real life from our HU 98 to 2002 group. Like these people helped us get through the pandemic with laughter, arguments, tears, all of that. So, to get the chance to actually see some of them and put my arms around them and be able to embrace people. I mean, COVID hasn't gone anywhere, but it's not like it was before. So being able to like hug on people, like feel people's energy, that was the best part for me.
Yeah, it was all just so real and not phony. It was, I guess my favorite part would be the yard. And being out there all day on Saturday.
Yeah.
It killed my back even though I was wearing sneakers. The whole part. So I guess that would have been the better part if we were younger. But just being out there and being immersed in Black excellence again, the way I felt when I was in undergrad. I haven't been back to homecoming in 14 years since I was pregnant with my first daughter. And the feeling that you have at HU is like no other feeling. You can't describe it. And then being able to hear the drums and see Chadwick Boseman Fine Arts Center like that, it was surreal. The feeling of pride, the goosebumps all over again from when I was first on campus when I was 18 years old. So
that's what's up. Great description. That's what's up.
Yeah,
definitely the energy. And shout out to the 1998-2002 HU group.
Yeah, shout out.
HU.
I ran that homecoming. I'm not look, 1998 graduates to 2002. We ran homecoming. I don't care what nobody say. We were everywhere. I don't think I ever went any place where I didn't see one of us. Like seriously, did not see one of us.
Yeah, and shout out to Patrice for creating the group.
Yeah,
she says it's our group, not her group. But had it not been for her, we would not have all gotten together. We wouldn't have this podcast. So shout out to you, Patrice. We are so grateful too.
Oh my God, she's beautiful. I had a Jana moment. I saw her. I met her at the club. First off, they tried to take our club. What was it? Republic Gardens. They made it a whole new name. It's Republic Gardens. Anyway, so we're at Republic Gardens, and she walks up, and it's like immediately tears just fall down my face. I don't think they get it. Like, I don't have any other friends that I haven't met from the HU group that I talk to regularly anymore. I wouldn't have this podcast with y'all if it wasn't for her making that group. And a lot of y'all out there know that I was very depressed during the pandemic as an extrovert, and this group saved my life. So, shout out to Patrice. Shout out to everybody in the 1998 to 2002 group. We love you so, so much. And I'm just filled with love, overjoyed. That's homecoming for you in a wrap.
Yes.
Wrap it up in a bow.
Wrap it up in a bow.
Sex.
Seal it with a kiss.
Seal it with a vagina, because we're talking about sex.
What the fuck?
Ooh, sex. Let's talk about sex. Let's talk about you. So
We can't pay for that.
Oh, it didn't last that long.
It didn't last that long.
It was about 2 seconds.
Speaking of sex.
Spicy. All right, so let's start out by I'm going to do a full disclaimer and be very open right now. So I'm probably the most behind when it comes to sex because I did not have my first kiss. Speaking of Howard, I had my first kiss on the booty wall outside of the quad. And I literally stood in the street and said, somebody kiss me because I can't go home from Howard freshman year without being kissed, because that was the thing that I was looking forward to. So I'm really behind sexually, even though people assume that I'm this very sexual creature by what I look like. I'm behind. So sex in my 40s, that's what I want to talk about, because it is very, I didn't really start having sex until I was 23, 24, and it was not good. So, I mean, can I say this?
Why was it not good?
Right.
I'm
Well,
interested.
one, I'm just gonna put it all out there. Dear God, do not let my mom watch this episode. Okay, so I lost my virginity. First guy I ever had sex with, and then 3 days later I started dating a girl. So that's my karma because the sex with him was so horrible. Like I could have had a hot dog and just like put it up there, but like it was so boring. And then I sat in the middle of the bed and I was like, "Can I get Pizza Hut pizza?" And he bought me a pizza, and then I broke up with him. And yeah, and I'm a horrible human for that. So after that, I started fucking girls, and that was just so much better. And so I didn't really have sex with guys again until recently in my 40s, and it's been a blast. Y'all, porn paid off, like watching porn.
Yes, it does pay off. Yes, it
I
does.
think you need to be specific about that though, right? Because you know, when you're younger, that's what you do, right? You watch a lot of movies to kind of figure out what it is. And when you get to your 40s, I think by then you've kind of already discovered what you like, what you don't like. So you maybe don't have to rely on it so much. So I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, what do y'all think is different between like what got y'all there in y'all 20s versus what gets you there now?
For me, the same thing gets me there. Besides him knowing me and knowing what to do, I've kind of always known what to do to get myself there. And once I get comfortable enough, I kind of get selfish enough to say, you know, it's not going to happen without you making me finish. So it's always been the same thing. And for those of y'all that don't know, and those of y'all who haven't tried, straight legs, promise.
Wait, straight legs. Explain.
2 for 1. It's a 2 for 1.
Wait.
Okay, explain two legs.
So straight legs.
Straight legs.
Oh, straight legs. That's just how. Like, see, there you go.
2 legs.
Yeah. I just have 2 legs.
So what is it?
I have 2.
I hope the position required 2 legs.
Are we going back to Baby Bird?
No, please don't talk about Baby Bird. Anyway,
Yeah.
straight legs is literally what it's straight legs and not dry. Fuck, girl, no. What?
Kimberly Jones says dry straight legs. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're not here live and you're missing these comments, you need to be on here live with us.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna really quickly. Straight legs is literally you have straight legs, but you have both clitoral stimulation and G-spot stimulation at the same time. And so if he knows what he's doing, it's a guaranteed bam. And
wait. Your legs are straight. Okay, wait. I gotta get a visual because I'm a visual.
I'm not gonna give you a visual with myself, but your legs are straight and there is movement going on. And
but how do you get the like?
Oh, he's on top of you.
Or you're on top. Either way, your legs are straight. So
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
it's very
Okay, I get it.
and clitoral. So it's both in one.
So his legs are closed and straight too.
Legs to do whatever they want. I don't give a shit what his legs are doing.
Your legs are closed.
Cass,
Okay.
My
at
legs
that point in the night.
straight. They just have to be straight.
What?
I don't see how the vagina, how the penis goes in the vagina when your legs are straight though.
I
So
can't.
these are your legs, right?
Not the visuals.
Right, and here's your bottom, and just pretend like you're sitting on top of the guy, and you're going like this.
Oh my God, Angela, not visual. Those of you listening,
What's going on with my background here?
So the legs are closed because those 2 markers were still
No,
stuck
your
together.
legs, no, they're never closed. I mean, they could be. That'd be
They're straight though. So how are they not closed?
Oh shit! But no, they're not closed. My legs are not closed. They're just straight.
Give me 2 pencils like what Angela did.
Here's my I don't know. It's my makeup.
What y'all are thinking is that she's saying like straight down.
This?
I think it's just like as long as her legs are straight out,
Yeah.
like straight out
Oh,
instead of straight
okay.
down.
You know how guys want to like beat it up and put them all back up in here? No, like no. It just
Okay.
straight down. Beat it up
Okay.
afterwards. Because after I'm done, then you do whatever you want to do. I'm good.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer, for explaining it to us so we could get it better. Now
I still don't get it.
where I am. And
I
all
don't
of
get
this.
it.
I'll
I
tell you when
know.
we're in person. I'll demonstrate when we're in person.
Please
Okay.
do.
So you
I
got
appreciate that.
And if he holds them down, if he just holds them down, like I won't say forcefully, but forcefully, it can just it's explosive. It's yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Cassie has
Oh.
already established that she's just been having great sex this entire time.
Right.
Cam, what's been your experience?
Experience with what?
Well, the 40s.
This is what? Chicken, girl. What the fuck?
I'm done.
Listen.
So over.
What?
Okay,
Over
my
it.
experience has been that I want it more and more. I think about it all the time. You know, I want it. I'm not getting it as much as I want, and I'm getting it as much as I think about it. You know, it's just up there. I want it.
They
That's
say
so that's
40-year-old women, statistically, we are horny all the time. And that's why a lot of young guys like older women, because of the fact that their peak is 20-something by research and our peak is 40-something. And I think we don't give a fuck anymore at 40. Like, I feel like I turned 40 and I just don't give a fuck. I want my nut.
okay, and you just hit you just hit the nail on the head. See, and my experience with the men, you know, our age is that it's declining.
Really?
Ooh.
Aw. Ooh.
I don't know. I've had sex with a few 40-year-old men and they ain't-
Like there's the sex drive is
Oh, maybe, yeah.
declining.
I definitely think I want sex more than what my partners do.
Yeah, so
That's why sex with a 40-year-old woman is fire.
you know.
Because we're both at heat.
I like what Tanya says. So Tanya says she used to need only clitoral stimulation, but now it has changed.
Same.
How do y'all feel about that?
Yeah, I need the clitoral and as well as the penetration at the same time.
Oh, I could do either.
I can do either.
No, I got to have both.
A head, climaxing from head. Whew.
Yeah. Let's take a moment.
Without touching yourself?
Huh?
Without touching yourself?
From head without touching myself.
Oh. I'm thinking you're climaxing giving somebody else head.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
No, getting head
Okay, yeah.
and climaxing from that. That's just clitoral, and that's
That's fine.
You know what that
10 out
feels
of
like?
10. Recommend every day.
That feels like I'm almost there, but I missed the mark. When
really?
when I climax from head, it's like okay, yeah, but it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna need penetration.
Victoria.
That's what Victoria says. So Victoria is our
penetration
honorary
to
member.
follow-
She says
Follow
penetration,
head,
please.
definitely.
But you know what she follows up with?
Apply
Wait a
that
minute.
pressure.
Victoria, this is why we love you, boo. We know you need it.
She said she needs that dick.
That eggplant.
Need that dick.
For the viewers out there, our 6th member, Victoria, she will always be our 6th member. She said she did the little
Right.
emoji.
Ah, look at
Oh,
Andreas.
Sure
If that was anybody but Andreas, I'd show out.
Andreas, thank you. Andreas says
Andreas.
nice shirt, Cam. Appreciate it.
Very nice shirt, Cam. It's
That's
very
what-
nice.
Chi shake because I need.
That's Andreas says. Hell no, ain't no Chi say.
Damn.
I'm glad I'm still
It's all love,
unemployed.
Andreas. It's all love.
I love Andreas. I love you now.
Can I just say I am technically unemployed at the airing of this show, so my views are my own and have nothing to do with
Can we
it.
not be cursing, Angela? Can we kind of tone it down a little bit?
No, I don't think that we need to, because Tanya says that she's with you. She needs to feel that massage on the inside, and girl, I am with you too. I feel like once you've had clitoral climax, that's the appetizer, and now I'm ready for dinner. So
Exactly.
That's
Exactly. I need
bring the
both.
beef.
You ready for dinner?
But a lot of women don't ever have an orgasm, inner orgasm, because the fact, and I'm not a doctor and I don't know this, but I think because I'm queer and I've messed with everything, not everything, y'all. That was a little extreme. If you breathe and you're not a child and you want to take me to dinner, I probably will date you.
And you're human.
And you're human, I probably would date you. I don't have any kind of no. So anyhow, I think that it's hard for women to explain because we're told that we can't talk about sex and it's not something that we should be talking about, right? So we don't have those conversations enough about like, how do you have an inner orgasm versus an outer orgasm? Or, I know a lot of women, especially Black women growing up, they were like, ew, you masturbate? And I'm like, my parents told me it was okay to masturbate. Like, they were like, girl, get your rocks off because I don't want you to get pregnant. I don't want you to be out here being a hoe. So here, yes, it's okay. So I'm like, I don't think if you know your body too, like if you don't know how to make yourself come, how do you expect a man to make you come?
Ding, 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 ding. That's it. You have to know.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to be able to communicate. A lot of women will be like, I like him. I don't want to hurt his feelings, or I'm scared I'm going to emasculate him. Baby, boom.
I can say, like, for me, my best experience was early on and followed me through to 42. So, like, for somebody that I'm going to be intimate with, like the guy, because I'm not about to shout him out because he's an ex, but whatever. But the best part about it was that we were so comfortable with one another that when we had sex, like early on, we would talk about, like, as you're laying there in the afterglow, like, what felt good, what didn't feel good.
I love
so it
that.
got to a point that we knew exactly what it took to get each other off. And so from that point forward, it was just kind of like, if I was really feeling a dude and we're about to do that, like, I'm going to tell you if something is feeling good or not, because just because you think it felt good for the last woman, it ain't working over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need you to do it like this. And as long as you can, like, tell somebody how you really feel, it should be, if you're having sex with somebody, you should be able to tell them, like, that shit didn't feel good, or you just made my whole inside like tingle. Like, you should be able to say that. You know what I'm saying?
See, for me, I feel like the best partner is one who makes it his or her mission to learn your body, like learn the workings of it, learn what makes it scream, what makes it cry. Even the person who really takes the time to study what gets you off.
Yeah, I love that. And we keep seeing that in the comments too. Victoria says, yes, communication is priceless. Tanya says you have to have open communication with your partner regardless of how they feel. And I think that's so true too. And I think that when you get older, you are more certain about, this is not happening. This is what needs to happen. Like, all of that, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings stuff kind of goes to the wayside. Majority of the time, when you're hitting 40s, it doesn't matter if it's somebody that, you're just having benefits with. It's someone that's consistent, right? And that's going to be the goal, is for y'all to get to know each other so that when y'all are spending intimate time together, it's actually worthy of y'all spending that time together.
Right.
Definitely. I mean,
stop me in the middle. Like, stop me and be like, that don't feel good, or let me know it feels good, because I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna be like, I don't like that. Change that motion. But let's keep, like, work together.
Well, I don't even think it's a conversation, right? It's like,
through text messaging, you should be talking about that, right? At least I would, if I was me. What's your favorite position? How you like it?
I mean, you can talk about positions, but when they get inside and you know that you want him to hit it a certain way, that's like in the act. But yeah, you should be having conversations the whole time. But even if you say, like, I like this position, doesn't mean that he knows how to hit it right from that position for you.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to be able to listen to stay right there, or listen to my body. Like, clearly my hands are pushing you in a certain direction. I need to follow my hands. because I might not be able to talk at that moment. But
Right.
That part.
if
That part.
I
Talk
moan,
at
my
that moment.
cries, you wouldn't move, motherfucker. You wouldn't move.
And sometimes, like, they want to do a position maybe, and their penis is not built for that position. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Tell us
Yeah.
more. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Kim?
like, let's say someone's penis is curved. You know what I'm saying? Someone's penis who's curved, the best position would probably be from the side. You know what I'm saying? Curved, maybe.
No, not necessarily.
Mm-mm.
I know for me, because it would probably hurt me if someone's penis was curved and they were straight up and down.
Let me
And
ask
that's
y'all-
why every woman's body is different. So you have to tell them, like, just that right there, saying do it from the side will be completely different. Do it from the side with a curve is completely different for you than it is for like the next woman. So you can have the conversations, but you still got to be in the act and be like, move it
Yeah.
here.
Or if it's too damn big and you trying to do all these extra moves and put my legs into heaven, no, Mom, you too big. You're just too
No
big.
straight legs. No straight legs.
Oh, yeah. And one more thing about sex after 40 is that, yeah, my knees are not the same. Y'all know I dislocated my kneecap. So sometimes sex after 40 can be depressing because your body can't do those flexible things that it used to do. You know what
My
I'm
body
saying?
can do all. Shout out to my flexible body. This is where yoga and being a dance teacher and being a cheerleading coach comes into play. My body will do it all. Like I'm actually more
Well,
flexible
yeah.
than I was when I was younger. So bend me, stretch me, use me. I want to be used. I don't like boring sex. I don't like mission.
Just don't bend my left knee too much. And don't
Right.
keep it up too long. That's it. I can do anything
Right.
else. Just
Stay on the right.
keep
there
the
any
left knee in
advice
mind.
involved? Like any, like just absolutely no, can't do it, won't do it.
Okay, so I don't. Okay, so we're about to get graphic. Y'all want to go raw?
I'm not going to, but you can.
I'm not employed.
I'm the
So
single,
let's
single
go.
one. I'm the single. So I don't really. I like cum. Like I like seeing cum from men. I like cum shots. I like all that, but I don't want it on my face because I like my lashes and I like my makeup, and I don't want you putting your cum on my lash. My lashes are expensive, and my hair is expensive, and I take a long time to get ready. Now you can shoot on my ass, you can shoot in my throat, you can shoot on my shoulder, but my eyelashes, absolutely fuck not. I will leave and I will make you feel like you have the smallest dick in the world if you shoot on my lashes. And that's all I gotta say. Disclaimer.
I'm dead.
Antoine says he's taking notes. Good job, Antoine. Good job. Good
Thank
job.
you. I love you, Antonio. I love you, Antonio. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Lord have mercy.
Then there's that.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to say after that. Other
Yeah, I
than
agree. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
agree.
think we could transition on to our Chi-Chi shout out before we get on the topic.
I
Before
shut
we
it
get on
down.
to the next topic. Yes.
Wait, Angela, you
Right.
trying to say I shut it down?
Yes.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That was
That. I thought you were going to say something simple. Like,
Look, everybody's taking notes. Keenan's taking notes. Good job, guys. We appreciate y'all.
all right. Oh God, please, Mom, don't watch this episode.
oh, it wasn't me.
All right. So anyway, we are at the part of the show where we do what's called a Chi-Chi shake. I love boobies. Love boobies. So Chi-Chi shake basically means like something that you would like to shout out to say, yeah, that was the shit. And then you shake them Chi-Chis. Fellas, you can, I guess, grab your balls. But for the most part, I don't know. I'm ratchet tonight, y'all. I need to get laid.
You really are. You are.
And I've been going raw all day. Raw dogging it all
Oh, no.
night.
Not raw dogging it.
So we're doing Chi-Chi shake. Who do you want to celebrate today, or what do you want to celebrate today with a little Chi-Chi shake? Who would like to go first?
Oh, I can go first. I can go first.
Okay.
Yes. I don't want to go behind Cassie. I don't.
I don't got nothing crazy.
I know it's nothing crazy, but your Chi Shake's going to be way better than mine. So, my Chi shout out is to Mary J. Blige. We went to see her last night, and she gave a bomb ass show in only the way that Mary can. When I tell you she came out and did the steps to real love, like it was back in the day. I felt like I was back in the early 90s in middle school, like I'm searching for a real love. Like it was so dope. So I'm all about, love to the ladies too. Y'all catch these Chi Shakes. So Chi Shake.
Chi Shake, Mary J. Blige, Mother Mary.
What color were her boots?
Red. Girl, she had on some red glittery boots. Oh my God. Like nobody can rock a bodysuit like MJB. No bullshit.
Nobody.
Not even Cassie in that Harriet Tubman.
Not
well,
Mary.
she ain't there.
I don't know if she may give you a run for
She close. She real close.
I don't know. I think I put my money.
I think Cassie would surpass Mary J. because Cassie got more ass.
I put my money on Cassie.
So
let me tell y'all, let's vote. Have them vote. Have them go to the H2 ladies room.
Angela. That's next year anyway.
Listen, have them go to the H2 ladies room and vote on whose cat suit will probably be sexier.
No, don't. Do not do.
Mary, we love you. Watch our show. How about that?
Right.
You look amazing in a cat.
Yes.
All right, who else wants to go?
All right, mine's easy. Shit. Chi Shake, cause tomorrow Friday.
Yes. Shout out to Friday. Oh, we got people giving Chi Shakes in the comments. Cassie, look, Victoria knew she had to do it. Thank you, baby. Chi Shake, Howard Homecoming. Everyone was fantastic. She loved her because we had to have the special hugs during homecoming.
Oh, by the way, Victoria is super short. I got smaller than Cassie. She's little to my waist, and I'm 5. Look, I'm 5'11", folks out there, and this woman is like maybe hitting 4. We like tall,
amazingly beautiful.
She is taller than that.
Gorgeous.
That's why she has all that big energy. Because you cannot be around Victoria and not feel that big energy that she has. Serious.
That is a fun size snap. Woo, man. Had a blast with her. I got lost with her.
That's where you were?
Yeah, somewhere with Victoria.
I came outside like your mama. Where is Jan?
Look, Victoria said she's 4'11".
Damn.
She's right.
Yeah.
She's
and I'm 5'11". Can you just imagine us standing? I was like, so adorable. All right, somebody else.
Cassie, what's yours?
Yep. So I'm wearing my John hat. So shout out to Philly sports because currently our baseball team is in the World Series. The Eagles are 6-0, and my favorite, the 76ers. We're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together.
Damn.
Our basketball team. We're gonna get it together and get better. I don't know what their record is, but I have
Cassie. Who else in the world? Yeah. Okay. Who else in the World Series?
Nobody else in the World Series. I'm talking about Philly right now. Philly right now. Okay. The Phillies are in the World Series.
All right, I'm gonna give you a 1 Chi Shake. Like, you ain't gonna give both.
You're gonna give me 2 when we win.
No, because I'm praying for a day off. So Astros all the way.
All right, so let's make a wager right now. If Houston wins, Cam, you got to put your boobs, like a silhouette booby thing, on our site for our fans to see. And if you lose, you got to put your booty, like whatever picture. Y'all get to choose the picture that y'all want up there. But if you lose, we doing a whole series of pictures of you.
My silhouette booty is already on our
No,
logo.
girl, I need booty that don't look black, like I'm not a silhouette.
I'm gonna send pictures of somebody else's titties.
Oh my god!
Shit, y'all trying to get us banned from the social medias, man.
yeah.
I thought this was about to be a money wager.
Okay. Anyway, who else know?
Jen, where's Jen's?
So I'm gonna do a business shout out. When I was in DC, I went to a Black-owned oyster bar, and it was really, really good. And it's called Union District Oyster Bar and Lounge. It's in the Union Market area of DC, which has grown up. Like, it's pretty much down from where Dream used to be. And I'm like, there was nothing down here. Now they have this whole food hall, all this other stuff. Gentrification is alive and well in DC.
Yes,
and I got something I'm a flush that has to do with gentrification. So I'll wait till we get to that part.
Well, actually, which is so funny because Cassie and I, we had to stop for a second because we saw white people running with their dog through Howard's Homecoming, and we thought we were going to lose our damn mind.
Oh no!
With a whole dog.
On the yard.
Oh man!
Y'all should have kicked that dog. No, I'm just joking.
Not the dog.
Pictures with the dog.
Just joking.
Don't deserve it.
PETA, please don't reach out
The
to
dog
us.
don't deserve it.
No, don't.
PETA, please.
We love animals.
We love animals.
I'm petting my dog right now. My baby's right here with me.
I'm sorry. I was just joking. People, don't cancel it.
Cam has dogs too. She was just joking.
Because you better not kick my pit bull.
The views expressed on this podcast by Cam are hers and hers alone.
We need a voice to say that.
I'm gonna do a banner for the next show that's just gonna play it's gonna ticker tape around the bottom, and I'm gonna make sure it pops up every time Cam talks, right?
I'm not getting canceled.
Right.
Nope.
And we got one more TG Shake from the audience, Tanya. TG Shake to Halloween parties for women. Wait a minute, you know what we said about female Halloween costumes? I want to know about that conversation, ladies.
Yeah, y'all can't be throwing out secret.
Man, nah, we can't. We can't.
In the chat.
Tanya Slim, but
Tanya, tell us what your Halloween costume is.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody tell us what your Halloween costume is in the chat because
he was a sexy ninja last Halloween, and
yeah, wait, that was when you did the silver suit.
Huh?
Wait. Oh my gosh, Chichi Shake to me.
Barbara, yes. There's a Chichi Shake to Jan for helping me come out of my shell when I was in high school. My life has changed so much because of you. I love it.
That
was cute.
You got both Chichis from Cam,
Yeah, you get both. You get all four.
I love being a teacher. So I'm actually, that's so fun. That's actually a good segue to my Chichi Shake. I actually want to Chichi Shake women in general and people in general because we always talk about how people are shitty, but I have had a really rough, as the people on here know, time. And when I say like Chichi Shake to all of you women on this podcast have pulled me through because I was not going to homecoming. They know I was pouting. I was like, I don't want to go. I'm over it. And Cassie and Jennifer called me, was like, girl, what are you doing? You have a whole closet. Fuck that dress that just ripped. You got a whole closet full of clothes. Get some shit, put it in the bag and come on. Cassie was like, I'm driving from Philly. I'm coming to get you. I'm just going to come get you. I don't care. And I was just like, ugh. And then just to have Angela, even when she wasn't there, she was texting me. And by the way, this podcast would not happen without Angela because she has been holding it down while I've been in school. I mean, the woman has learned technology. She texts me every day to be like, good mama. And then Cam, that's just my comic relief. But when I tell you, sometimes people think Cam is like this hard out exterior, but she's not exterior. She's the most sweetest person ever. And like yesterday I was complaining about how I was like, I don't even have any money in my account, and all of a sudden I have $50 sent to me.
Don't be telling people how much I sent you.
I'm sorry. She was like, for lunch, and I'm like, you know, it really did come in handy today when I literally had $5 in my account. I'll tell you what's in my account right now because I've had a lot of stuff happen.
I guess y'all ain't got my cash app.
We should put our cash apps across the screen. I'm just saying. I want some boobs. So Chi Shake, Black women. Chi Shake to my mom, who I'm not gonna tell you how much she gave me, but I didn't have a car and I know what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna have to take the bus, and she came through and was like, "Girl, we are not doing the bus. Look at you." And I said, "Oh my God."
Damn, by the time
we got to
Janet
talk to
finished, we ain't
mama
gonna have
at
no
brunch.
titties.
We got to FaceTime with your mom.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we did.
All right. So we've been talking about Chi shaking. Let's move
yeah,
on.
my titties hurting. Enough.
All right, let's go back to sex. Sex.
Yes. Jan, drop the intro again. Welcome to people back again.
I will welcome them back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Meeting in the Ladies Room, a bi-weekly podcast where you get to eavesdrop into a wide range of discussions that only happen in the what?
In the ladies' room.
That's what I'm talking about. So please subscribe and follow us. Apple Music, Spotify, Facebook. Join us. We love comments. Y'all are, the best comment givers, and we go back and we read all of that. So, y'all, it's time to talk about sex. I love talking about sex. I can talk about it.
Yes.
So with that, sex, people always think of this like animalistic porn type of thing, but what is the difference for y'all between intimacy and actual sex? And I'll add another one in there. For me personally, it's sex, intimacy, and just fucking. Right? So, like, what is the difference for y'all? How do y'all feel about that?
Difference is intimacy for me would be somebody I actually want to like pursue a relationship with and get to know. Sex is to fulfill a physical desire and craving. Like I need stress relief. That's sex. Intimacy is with somebody I care about. Like we were talking, learning them. Well, I'm gonna do that anyway. So never mind. X that part. Because I'm gonna tell you if it's just sex or intimacy. But also I think it goes along with like being there for the person outside of the physical. Like you're involved, you're a part of their life. You want them to be happy. Intimacy takes in all aspects, I guess. I don't know.
And
then fucking, you can do both. Fucking can be intimate, and fucking can be just sex.
Why do you say fucking like that? Like, why do you put such an emphasis on the F?
Fucking.
That's the word.
He had a good point.
I like what Kiki says. Intimacy doesn't
always involve sex. Right.
Very much.
Yes.
It could be sharing your dreams, life goals, fears, comforting someone, and then sex is, the act of,
I mean, guys, I think you could be sexy. Like, I never forget that feeling where when you first are about to, like, the breathing, like something about breathing. Like when you first are up against somebody, you're not kissing, you're not touching, you're not doing anything yet, but you just are breathing and you're talking in the breath from that person and the breath from you, and they just like come together. And it's just something about that. That's like fire for me. That's how I know the JJ, little Jana downstairs, she's gonna get wet because
as long as it doesn't stink.
No, it's not supposed to. It's not sexy.
You're talking about breath and breathing and breathing.
I want an example.
It is not sexy. Then.
Give me an example of breath, of breathing breath. I want an example
so, like,
of what you're
when you're talking and like all of a sudden like you get close, but you're not close where you're kissing, but y'all breathing pattern kind of like does that inhale, exhale.
So you both get breathless?
Yeah, so it's almost like you're trying to catch your breath and you're like in that feeling of being like, but it's a good
and you like breathe into each other's mouth because you kissing.
I don't know. Yes, Victoria says we have to breathe. That's a good thank you, Victoria. We do. Thank you. Victoria, we're gonna have you on here one day, girl. You just gotta come up. That's just the way that it is. But I love that, Adore, and we love our audience members, y'all. Please watch us live. This is why we have y'all here. But Adore says, if you're single, do you want commitment /romance less now that we are older and just a consistent physical act instead. She said she
Good
feels like she's
question.
become a dude. And I think that's a big thing too
Great.
when we're talking about sex versus intimacy, because I feel like once you get older, it's not necessarily like a romance-less commitment, right? Because at some point you really have to actually like this person if you're going to be with them on a consistent basis. So do you think you can have intimacy in that moment, or do you think that we've just grown to a point where we're just like, nah, we just need to get down to it?
I think it depends on the moment. I am someone who's single, but I will tell you, it's just different. I don't know. I can categorize it like this is going to sound really horrible. I'm just throwing myself under the bus today. There are people that you are fucking, and then you're like, I don't want you to talk. Like, there was this guy I was just like, you're dumb as shit. Sorry, y'all. He's not like smart.
Cassie's like, it's not me saying it.
No, he's not very smart, and he just didn't have interesting conversation. But like when I would see him, it was this animalistic, like throw me up against the wall, fuck. And then I'm like, go the hell home, get out. I don't want to watch SpongeBob with you, sir. Get out. And so, but then you have those people that it's the build up, right? It's like the going out and hanging out. The build up is intimate. It's
yeah. Like I need the intimate part. I sometimes in order to be turned on for the sex. Does that make sense?
I don't.
Yes, like Kimmy says, that is facts. That is big facts. Like I'm at an age right now where it's not just gonna be show me the money. It's like you got to feed something here.
Yeah, turn me on.
Here.
Turn me on.
Right, I'm good. I think that's
Dora is paper bagging it.
Oh, put a pillow over his face and ride.
His face and
I'm
ride.
dead.
Pillow over the face and ride is what our nice audience member said.
That's sex. That is sex versus what Victoria says. Kissing can be an intimate act. Do you guys remember that?
You can
kiss. Just used to make out. Do we even do that anymore? Do we just make out anymore?
Yes, we do.
I do. I heard that black men out there, y'all can come for me if you want to. But I told you, I just started dating men again. I was dating women. And most lesbians, that's all we do is kiss and fucking kiss. Like, lesbian sex is like amazing. And if you think, we can kind of segue to that in a second, but like women and women, it's intimate. Yes, there's fucking, but it is an intimacy like no other because of the fact that women are just beautiful and they're soft and they're just cute and they're just, women are just gorgeous. And so like it becomes this very intimate thing when you're touching each other. And it's very different with men, I would say, because the intimacy is different. And everybody always asks me like, what's the difference between men or women? Do you like one or more than the other? And they're not equal to each other. Like it's a very different experience with a woman. And there's a lot of kissing and touching and holding and like just that intimacy. With men, I could literally stand there with my butt out and they put the dick in the hole and then be done, right? If they really wanted to. But the intimacy is, right, with sex with men is there's no other time that a person can be inside of another person than intercourse.
And that's and choke you at the same time and grip you up at the same time. And
all that.
I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it depends on the guy.
That wine is hitting her.
I think it depends on the guy though, because of a guy, I feel like if I'm gonna speak from a person that I know, I feel like his love language is physical touch. So even when it's like just spending time, like he's a touchy-feely person. And I even had to tell him one time, I was like, listen, you got to work with me. Like, I'm not a touchy-feely person. I don't even want to do all the like curled up and sometimes, but I like my space. So with him being physical touch, like he's very passionate and touchy, even leading up to sex. So like the holding, the touching, the kissing, like he does a lot of that. So I really think it depends on the guy. It depends on the person, period.
I like that. Monica says that too. She says intimacy makes me think of non-sexual things, curled up under a blanket, talking, watching a movie and dissecting it afterward, sharing a special meal, holding hands, walking together. I think that's super dope. Yeah. On the other hand, Kiki says, in these COVID times, I can't be tugging everybody. So she's on the opposite end of, you know, people like Tanya who says that her friend is a kisser and she enjoys it. But yeah, that is definitely true. And Victoria, once again, I think with women, it's more in your head. But she also puts the disclaimer, I've never been with a woman. I could be wrong. I would be dreaming of, you know, eggplant. So she says she better stay straight.
Oh my God.
I wonder if intimacy is linked at all to your love language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes me wonder, what are your love languages?
That's a really good question. Yeah. So mine are, my top two are acts of kindness and gifts. And I think it's hilarious because those are like my husband's bottom two. His top one is physical touch and quality time, and both of those are my bottom two because I can be a physical person, but I don't have a lot of time, so it just doesn't match with each other. And I think when you know each other's love languages and they do fall on the opposite spectrum like that, you really have to get creative on how to figure out how to make it work, right? Like with my husband, his whole thing is, you know, the gift giving. And I love him because he's so fiscally aware. He really, really is. But, you know, I told him it's not about going out and buying me expensive stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you could be at Taco Bell getting you something on a late night. Come on, you know I want a chalupa. Bring me a chalupa home, right? That you bought me a gift. And it was an act of kindness because you were thinking about me while you were in the drive-through line. So I think it's really important for everyone to know their love languages. Like, Cam, I'm interested to know if you know your love languages and what they are.
Shit, I am multilingual. All of them. Gifts, time. What's the other one? Acts of kindness.
Physical time.
Touch. I want it all. Shit.
Selfish.
Real, I do.
You selfish as hell.
I can give it to
them.
Right. Y'all said what was my love language. I didn't shit. Yeah, all of them.
So if I was trying to get at you, side disclaimer, I tried to get at Cam in the beginning of our relationship. Now she's my sister. So if I was trying to get at you, what would be the initial thing that would make you be like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, Angela, I'm guessing like
cash out me some money for lunch every day.
What?
It could be by $20, $25. I love food.
We know.
Make sure I eat.
Gifts and acts of kindness. That's what that is.
Yeah. And then when I get off work, make sure you're ready for some touching and some quality time. I want it all. I'm sorry.
I love it. I love it. Everybody is dropping their they're dropping their love languages in there. Kiki says hers is acts of service. I get turned on when someone fixes my car, puts together some IKEA furniture. That's what people used to always call me for, to push it together. I love that.
I love that. I mean, I could put together some furniture.
Well, my love language, I feel like it changes from time to time, but my love language as of right now is words of affirmation. And even though I'm not a touchy-feely person, I feel like touching is also one of mine because I kind of I meet people where they are and I follow their energy. So if someone can break through that outer shell of me and touch in certain ways, I feel as though I melt in some ways. So, but my number one, hands down, always words of affirmation. I can buy my own shit. I can do all that. I like beings having shit bought for me, of course, like clearly. But as far as get me there, it's words of affirmation, letting me know that I'm good with you. So,
how about you, Jen?
I'm going to agree with Adora. She says, I thought mine was words of affirmation, but it's hard for me to accept compliments. So for me, it's hard for me to accept compliments. But I do think that words of affirmation is my top, and that's what I've always like tested the highest in. And for me, it's more so keeping me assured that like you're fully in and that you're committed to like going through this with me. So words of affirmation also goes with consistency for me. So like if you start one way, like let's keep the momentum. or because we know that like life has ups and downs, like if you are going through a period where you can't give that, like be verbal and tell me, so then I can step up and like assist you. You know what I'm saying? So words of affirmation is huge for me because I'm also an overthinker and negative thoughts. I need for somebody to like keep me enthused about it and let me know that you're enthused by it. And then I think my second one would be acts of service. Because take my car and put gas in it. Like, why do I have to do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know that I love to
Fill
eat.
my tank,
You know that I love
Fill my
to eat. So
tank.
like call me and be like, I'm heading over. I'm gonna stop by and get you something to eat. What do you want? Or like show up with a whole red snapper. You know what I'm saying? And
That's what I'm
cabbage
talking about.
and rice and peas.
whole
You know what I'm
red
saying? Like show up with something that you know that I like food. If I need drawer pulls put on my dresser, like do those things, like build some shit for me. Like I will bring you lemonade out in the heat if you are like working on my car, that kind of stuff. So
That's that southern shit.
and actually,
Lemonade while you work on my
That's that
car.
southern shit.
yes.
Oh, Cleophas, it's hot outside. You want some lemonade?
I made you some greens.
I'm about to
Come out
say
there,
like
I
fried
have
chicken
a
cookies.
cooling cloth. I have a cooling
Well, we
cloth.
do
I'll
have a
wet it and
question,
snap it
though.
out, bring it
I
out here,
like
wrap it
Kiki's
around your
question.
neck. You know, cool off, brother, while
I
you
know
work
that.
in my yard. So
You say?
So Kiki says, do you all find that a lot of men needs words of affirmation as an ego booster?
Oh,
And I like that you
yes.
asked that because we do have guys that are giving their love languages. And so far, what I have seen is acts of service, quality
Y'all
time.
know what them acts of service mean.
That's
Exactly.
physical touch, but I guess that is physical touch. And
No,
acts
they
of
find that as
service,
an act of
right?
service.
I mean, Dora says
No.
actions speak louder than words.
yes,
Yeah.
Look, I
Yeah.
don't want to put it out there, but some of us ladies, me excluded, but me included, have a saying that says sometimes you just need a dick in your mouth.
Hey, Andrea said, if I bring that snapper, will I get that snapper?
Yep, that's the plan, bro.
Hell no.
For the right person to bring the snapper, yeah, he would get the cat.
No. How many times have you brought the snapper?
Can I
But
say
if we're just saying like,
I'm
I'm gonna take it
allergic
to
to snappers,
another way.
I'm not.
I'm gonna take it another way. So he said, if I bring the snapper, will I get the snapper? If you're saying like, what I repeat, what am I able to give what I'm asking for in a relationship? Then yes, I will bring things. If that's something that he feels that if you're doing for me, I'm gonna do for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not one sided, and that goes with sex, intimacy, acts of service, all that.
And I think
now, but okay.
to answer the question, I think because I date boys and girls, I actually think men need more than women sometimes. As far as like, I've had more men say, "You're the sweetest woman I've ever dated," or something to that effect, and I'm like, I'm not doing anything different. But they're like, "You're the one that'll be like, damn, you smell so good." Like I will text you like, "You're sexy. Hey, sexy. Good morning, sexy. Good morning. You know, you're so smart." Like especially Black men, I try to really be conscious of giving them compliments and telling them, like I brought a whole bunch of, well, it kind of backfired, but I brought some dudes some flowers because I was like, guys don't ever I read an article that said guys don't ever get flowers until they die, especially Black men. And that resonated with me. So I went and I got flowers and I gave it to all the Black men in my life because I was like, that's fucked up. Like guys aren't, you know what I mean? And so I try my hardest to do that, but also I didn't get to say my love language, and I want to just say it real quick.
What is it?
My love language is definitely is like talking and being able to have a conversation and being a good listener. Like listen to me. Know my Starbucks order. How about that?
So what love language is that called?
I don't know. What would that be?
I think you just created one yourself.
No, that's acts of service.
Yeah,
Acts of service.
No, I'm saying like there's two things. One is words of affirmation. That talking piece,
Yeah.
that's words of affirmation, because words of affirmation is not just about compliments.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
about knowing me and affirming me.
Right.
It's not telling me I got a fat ass. Like, okay,
Yeah. No, and that's not what I mean. Yeah.
But words of
Yeah.
affirmation is just affirming that I am good with you, that we are
Right.
good. You are my person, that you are affirming our relationship. It's not necessarily just compliments. And so I feel as though you saying talk to me, that's just you knowing me, you wanting to know about me
Mhm.
because I'm your person.
Mhm.
Right.
And then the Starbucks order, I feel as though you're attaching that to, my Starbucks order.
Because it's not about buying
Well,
it.
it's about knowing it, but like that ties into the acts of service too, right? Because in order for you to even know to remember that, it's because you want to go out and get me my Starbucks when I want it. So that's definitely part of the
Right.
act of service.
So
Yeah. So
Is-
bring up that
is,
comment again because I want to read it.
But it would
one?
be
It was a
words
comment about I think it I don't know.
might have been
Kiki.
Kiki.
Which this one, my acts of service with physical touch. I want my gas tank filled up too.
No, that wouldn't.
Antonio.
I think it was Kiki.
Would what you call it? Acts of affirmation be borderline with seeking validation?
Oh no, this is one you're talking about. What Kiki said, that's what I'm talking about, Jan. I find a lot of men need so much more tenderness.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the truth too. That it's either for them, it's words of affirmation, or it's going to be that physical touch, right? They want someone that's going to be able to tell them that they're awesome, they're great. Because let's just be real, like who else is going to tell our men that they're great but us, right? And then that physical touch, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in like a sexual manner, right? It can be a hug. Or it can be like, giving them a kiss on the cheek, or like y'all are watching TV and you reach over and hold their hand. That whole idea of passenger princess. You know what I'm saying? When you're driving in the car and your man is in the passenger side, reach over and grab that man's thigh. They like that shit too.
grab more than a thigh.
Yes.
I love all that because Black men aren't loved on enough, like in the world, period.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't want it to like go from, we need some tenderness as well, because as Black women, it's a lot of times where we're seen as the strong, we can deal with anything, like we're stronger than we are. So a lot of times we don't get that reciprocated.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it needs to be both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that give and take, the reciprocity. Because when we leave outside these doors as Black people, period, we're all dealing with some stressors that are hardcore. Yeah. So when we come home, that should be like our safe place. So affirm that you want to be here with me and we're going to support one another. And I'm going to affirm it for you. And
yeah.
Love what Monica said. That's beautiful. Sometimes you can hug a man and feel them exhale the stress of the day. I like being that safe space. That's intimacy.
That's intimacy. But you know what? I am glad that you mentioned that, Jen, because that's what we'll be talking about on our next show, the trope of the strong Black woman, and how some of us are really getting tired of being called strong because we don't want to always be strong. We want to be soft and held and all of that stuff.
God's tired, boss.
Yes. All right.
No, I'm motherfucking tired.
I missed y'all.
That little girl, I'm not gonna call her like, it was a little girl that said that in the clips.
Thug daughter, one that
I'm not saying the name, but entertainer's daughter.
Damn, my fault.
No, really. All right, we gotta wrap this show up a little bit because we've been talking for a minute. And on top of that, I really want to say this before we end the show. I appreciate y'all so much. And I wanted to say this before we go, because we always wrap up and go really fast at the end. This has been such an amazing experience. And to the audience out there, I really hope, get your friends to tune in, get everybody to tune in, because we love that y'all are asking us questions. We love to ask you questions. But more than anything, this is my safe space. You talk about that safe hug. This is my safe space. This is where I can be me with these women, especially with our audience out there. Thank you for appreciating us and loving us. So before we go, we got to let shit go. We got to let shit go because we can't not end without letting shit go. Flush. So what are y'all trying to let go this week, ladies? What's our thing?
Overthinking. I'm flushing it.
I like that. I'm an overthinker too.
What am I letting go? I am letting go saying never. I have said never way too many times, and it always amounts to a hill of beans. So I'm going to stop saying never and start saying not now. That's the shit I'm letting go.
Ooh, I like that. Never say never, but we can say not now.
Yes.
I like that.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next.
Jen or Kathy, would you like to say you're flushing?
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll go. I have like 5 of them swirling around in my head right now. And I'm trying not to be superficial. So I would say I'm going to let go, or I'm trying to let go. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to, but letting go of the insecurities that create imposter syndrome in my life.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
My dog's snoring.
I don't hear it.
Sorry if y'all heard that.
I'll tell you this, and like, again, meeting Cassie in person is very different. It's funny how people have perceptions of all of us, and then to know us is to know how insecure we all feel. So I feel like everybody out there who's listening, we all have insecurities, and we just need to talk about them more so we know that we're not alone. So with that, Cassie, I have imposter syndrome, so I totally get it. Totally get it. All right, Jen, what you letting go of, mama?
Ooh, let me think. So I'm letting go, taking on other people's opinions, and then feeling guilt. So yeah, it's something that happened recently that, somebody kind of was abrasive with their communication with me, and I took it personally. So I'm just gonna let go of people's opinions because opinions are like assholes, and everyone have them, including
and they're all
that
different
asshole.
shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Assholes are?
Yeah.
Shapes and sizes.
There are different shapes too?
And sizes.
I need to go back and look at assholes because I didn't know that.
You
I'm not
really
looking
think
at no
you
assholes.
really think we all got the same asshole?
No, that's going to be our sweat show next year, assholes.
Well, speaking of asshole, can I flush my flush?
Oh, go,
Yes.
Jana.
I have been on one tonight. It's because I'm sleep deprived. As a teacher, I am sleep deprived. And I'm going to regret everything I say tomorrow because
I hope your students do not listen to this.
I hope my students do not listen.
Oh.
Teacher I'm Dr. Thompson. Right now I'm Jan Quisha.
Not Jan Quisha.
What you letting go, Jen?
All right, so I'm letting go of just in general, not letting it fester, if that makes sense. Like only being able to be okay with the things that I can control, because there's certain things that are just so out of my control right now. And of course, y'all ladies know the stories of what's going on, and I'm being affected by things that I cannot control.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I'm sitting and waiting for things to happen and but there's nothing that I can do until X, Y, and Z are done. So I might as well let that shit go, worrying about it until it actually happens, because sitting day by day and wondering when something is going to happen is driving me mentally insane.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, wake up tomorrow, start anew, throw shit at me. I got this. Wake up next day, start anew. Eventually, I keep telling my students this. I'm like, y'all, I'm either going to be the most famous person in the world or I'm about to be a millionaire, because the shit that happens to me on a daily basis, I cannot make this shit up. So there's got to be a story. There's got to be a reason. And I'm a Buddhist, so we always think there's a purpose for everything that's happening. And viewers out there, I love y'all because I am in a rough spot. So send good, like juju my way, because your girl's going through over here. And I want to be vulnerable with the viewers out there because I want y'all to be vulnerable with us. But life is life, and life is fucking hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking hard. And if you wake up tomorrow and you could just say, shit, okay, I can't handle that. I can handle this right now, in this moment, right now. And that's what I'm going to handle. I think that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So anybody else that's struggling, just every day, wake up and say, okay, every day. Just every day.
Right.
Love it.
Yep.
All right. I definitely
Yep.
want to give shout outs
That's
to
the
people
word.
who have put up with their letting go. So Nikki says they're giving up toxic people. Amen to that. Victoria's getting up, letting go, getting together with friends once a year. I will be seeing my people more often. Shout out to that.
Well, I'm going to be on that list.
Yes, yes. Barbara,
Right.
letting go of finding out I have PCOS, but I'm not going to let it bring it down.
Oh,
The good thing is now you know, girl. Now you know, and you know what you need to do in order to get through it. So knowledge is
Right.
power, girl. And I love that you're letting that shit go. For
Yeah.
real, for real. Tanya says, letting go of making someone my priority.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
a good
Hey,
one.
look, if they're not doing it for you,
Right.
love it. Love it. Kiva, I'm letting go of living with a not enough mentality. I'm living in my overflow.
I
living
love
in
that.
my overflow. I love that. I love
We
that.
met her too. We met her. We met her at Homecoming.
Yes.
She is so fucking
Love
dope.
you, Kiva.
She's dope as
And the
hell.
most beautiful smile ever.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
We have a picture with her. We put it on our site. We do have a picture with her.
Yeah, which
So yeah, so the Kiva, hit me up with your handle. We'll definitely make sure to give you a shout out. And then finally, Tanya, letting go of other people's BS that they bring around me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love it. Love it, y'all. All right,
Thank
man.
y'all.
I can't believe
Love y'all.
We love you.
I love
Love y'all. Love y'all.
Kiva.
all the loves, all the loves. So thank you so much again for joining us. We will be live again with our guest, Ebony Simpson. I love that name. I don't know why. It's just something about Ebony Simpson, certified nurse midwife, to talk about the state of Black maternal health and how nurse midwives are helping to change the narrative. And this is on November 10th. So, you know, if you missed this or you want to watch our old episodes, come back and watch us live, though, on November 10th at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30. Was that specific time?
Central.
Central.
Central Standard Time.
Wow. All right. So again, come back and watch us. That should be a dope, interesting show. I'm super interested. On Facebook, follow us on Instagram. Most importantly, please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and follow us. We're on all the streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, blah, 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 blah. And our credits, we have to make sure we say Meeting the Ladies Room is a podcast in production with Dana. I met her too at Homecoming. I met our producer.
Makita Filmworks.
I met our producer, and shout out to our amazing friend, Mr. Fletcher, for getting us hooked up with Money Maybach Music, and you can follow them on Instagram as well. So, ladies, that was the Meeting in the Ladies Room. Welcome back.
Yay.
Hi. Thank you all for joining us. Hey, make sure you check out the outro. Bye, y'all.
Watch our outro. What?